Now, there are several different ways to locate items quickly from within the inventory screen. So this discussion will go over all those various ways to help you locate inventory items quickly. Okay? So the first method is using the quick filter. I'm a big fan of the quick filter. It's actually a really user-friendly, fast, and efficient way to locate items in inventory. Now, the quick filter is a global search. So when you use it, it is searching through the entire inventory. Now, you are able to search using multiple fields. So for example, you can search using department code and vendor code to find a given item, or description one and size to find a specific item. Now you also get to decide what fields you want to search with. So you get to define the filter elements, which is nice. So most people have maybe 3, 4 different fields they use all the time to help them locate inventory items. You should have those 3, 4, 5 fields in the quick filter and nothing else. You really want to keep it as simple as possible. So that is the quick filter. That's the quick filter. Now a very close cousin of the quick filter is filter view. Like the quick filter, filter view is also a global search. You also, like quick filter, get to search on multiple fields if you want. And also, just like quick filter, you get to define the filter elements. So they're very similar. But in terms of the available filter elements, actually filter view has a lot more than the quick filter. The quick filter was really designed to be a simplified version of filter view. And also using filter view, you can use this tool called Filter Manager to save your filters. So you can create saved filters. So if you run the same filter over and over and over again, create a filter for it, save it, and then when you come back in inventory, you can run that save filter. And you can have as many as you want. Okay? Now, keep in mind, these saved filters are saved at the user level. So each user would have their own saved filters. That's pretty much it. Again, the main difference between quick filter and filter view is that quick filter is more of a simplified version of filter view, a more easy to use version of filter view. Now the next option you have to locate items in inventory is to sort, Now most, if not all fields are sortable, which is both a good and bad thing. All right. So when using sorting, you're able to sort one field at a time, one field or data column at a time. Okay, so if you want to sort inventory by description 1, you choose description 1 and Retail Pro will sort inventory by description 1. You're not able to sort by description 1 and size and attribute as an example. You pick one field, it will sort using that one field. Now keep in mind, when you're sorting, you're reorganizing all of inventory. So sorting can be a very time-consuming process. You really have to be careful. So I'll put on here, be careful. This can be very time-consuming. So some folks will accidentally sort, and to them it appears like the system just froze. It didn't really freeze. It actually has to call up all the inventory records. So if you have 50,000 inventory records, it literally has to call up all those inventory records and then reorganize them based on your sorting requirements. So it can be time consuming. Just be careful. And knowing that it's time consuming and knowing that people could accidentally sort, you may want to turn on confirmation. which by default should already be on. But if it's not on, I highly recommend that you turn it on. And basically what it is when people sort, a window will pop up asking them if they're sure they want to sort. So if it's accidental, they can catch themselves and say, no, I don't want to sort. And also, again, keeping in mind that sorting could be time consuming, I actually would recommend that you sort a filtered list. So it's best to sort a filtered list of records, right? So whether you use quick filter or filter view to filter your list, once you have that filtered list, it's much faster to sort them because you're sorting on a defined smaller list. Now, one more word about sorting on multiple fields. If you wanted to sort on multiple fields, you can't do that using the sorting function. But actually, in filter view, there's a way to sort using multiple fields. So I'll put on here, allow sorting using multiple fields. Okay, so you can actually sort using filter view. But if you're using the normal sorting function, you're limited to one column at a time, one field at a time. And the last way to locate inventory items is to use this find function. And there's a keyboard shortcut. So if you press the control key plus F, this will bring up the find function. Okay, and this is again one column at a time, one field or data column at a time. So you pick the data column, control F, and it will bring up the find window for that column. And from there, you can search for information. Now you also, for some fields, may find a find and replace function. So this is a way for you to replace specific pieces of data with new information. And that would only be available for some columns, not all columns. Okay, so I'll put on here available on some fields. Okay, not all. And that's it. So that's all the different ways to locate inventory information from within the inventory screen. But do keep in mind that a lot of this applies across the board. So you have quick filter, filter view, sorting, finding across all records. So for example, if you're inside the customer area, you have a quick filter. You can use filter view and sort and find to locate customer records. Or if you're in the receipts history area, former receipts, old receipts, you again have quick filter, filter view, sorting, and finding to help you locate receipt records. So everything we discussed here really applies to all records, not just inventory records.